Good morning, people. Could I ask you to take your seats, please, so that we can begin? Firstly, I'm not Cameron Crowe. Cameron Crowe has unfortunately become stuck in Broome. So we should all feel very pitiful for poor Cameron Crowe in Broome. He's asked me to step in his place. I'd like to welcome all the attendees today and all of the speakers, and I need to acknowledge that this event is being held on Whadjuk Noongar land, and I pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging. The purpose of DIG is to provide a space for collaboration and sharing knowledge regarding Phytophthora dieback and the biosecurity and the conservation issues that are associated with that. We realise it's important by engaging and collaborating laterally with all of the stakeholders associated with this disease. These include the researchers, the land care managers, local land custodians, state and federal government, and the mining industry. The Dieback Working Group notes that it's through collaboration and the sharing of knowledge that we become most effective in tackling the dieback threat and to develop effective tools for the future, which is the theme of this today's exercise, our Dieback Information Group. Everybody on their table has a list of the speakers, and I would like to relay a message from the chairman of the Dieback Working Group, Cameron Crowe from Broome. He says that the last DIG communication of the extensive body of knowledge developed over the past decade was identified as a priority of this meeting. He notes there's a step up in inquiries and appreciation of dieback being a substantial issue and a willingness for people across the spectrum to become more knowledgeable and meet their stewardship and their compliance obligations. It takes significant work to extend this knowledge via a consortium approach. We're developing the green card education and training to agencies, the business operating in dieback risk areas and stakeholders has been initiated in partnership with the Dieback Working Group, Department of Biodiversity Conservation and Attractions, accredited trainers and Western Power. More generally, public awareness of biosecurity and the threat and the spread of threatening biological processes has been greatly heightened by COVID-19. And the benefits of fact-based information and the necessity of good hygiene practice is of great support in the dieback community for scientists, educators, land managers and workers. And one outcome of COVID-19 is the increase that will occur in domestic outdoor recreation and tourism and the further potential for dieback spread that requires our attention. We acknowledge the work of Duncan Picknell and Notre Dame University in their outdoor education degree program. We acknowledge the work of the Dieback Working Group's new executive officer, David English, and his collaborative work with Mia, the Dieback program leader at the Southern Coast MRM, and appreciate the support of her team leader, Brett Del Pozzo, and CEO Justin Bellinger. That's from Cameron. It's my role to also give an update on the Dieback Working Group and the role of the Dieback Working Group. COVID-19 has thrown most voluntary groups into some sort of chaos, and Dieback Working Group has experienced that. We've had to migrate to virtual conferencing, which has posed its challenges. We've also had a bit of a setback with past members being concerned about the way the group has been administered. We've had to deal with some legal issues associated with the State Administrative Tribunal, who has authority over groups that come under the Associations Act. That little saga is over. The Dieback Working Group is stronger for having now learned its responsibilities, particularly the Executive Committee, in relation to keeping tidy records and making sure that everything we do is in accord with the law as per the Associations Act. So what doesn't kill us makes us grow stronger. The reason why we have this hybrid event is again a function of the difficulties of having this type of session. So we're combining the dig with the diff and the Southwest Natural NMR. I encourage people to stick around today for the Sundowner event. It encourages the attendees to talk to new people and create new networks. It is the engagement of people from different fields, networking, that gives us the opportunity to really make some differences in the management of dieback in our natural ecosystems. I point out that we're running on a pretty tight program, so if attendees can remain mindful of timing and that our breaks are limited, it would be greatly appreciated. I also remind attendees, if you need further reminding about the COVID requirements and to practice hygiene control and physical distance where possible. I thank the catering company Lament, who will be entertaining us and providing us with some food. I thank the venue staff in the Technology Park for putting on this venue. And I thank IT guys, Epic IT. Hopefully this is now all going to run very smoothly because of their efficiency. And I thank the generous contributions of our sponsors who help make such an event possible. That's DBCA, Newmont Boddington Gold, the State NRM program and the Perth NRM. And I ask for the first welcome to ceremony.